Writing inequalities in interval notation. So when we talk about inequalities, there are 4 inequalities, all right? There's 4 of them. Less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. Important facts. If the inequality is using less than or greater than, your number line will have to use an open circle. Your interval notation will be using parentheses. If your inequality is using less than or equal to or greater than or equal to, your number line will use a closed circle and your interval notation will use brackets. And interval notation is rooted in knowing your number line. It all begins with the number line. So here's your basic number line. To the left of 0 are your negative numbers. To the right of 0 are your positive numbers. The number 0 itself is considered neutral. Going from your number line to interval notation. X is less than or equal to 3. So the number line that goes along with X is less than or equal to 3 is this one here. Notice here is 3, and I have to close my dot because of this symbol. Less than or equal to closes your dot, and I know anything less than 3 goes in that direction. Now, because it doesn't tell us where we're stopping, remember, this goes on forever, and forever in this direction is negative infinity. X is less than or equal to 3, and this is what it looks like on a number line. So the easiest way to make sure that you're getting this done properly is I like to write the interval notations right on top of the number line itself. Anytime I see this dot, I know that's a closed circle. I'm gonna go ahead and put my bracket there. And anytime I see infinity, I know I can't close infinity, so I put my parentheses there. So I have my parentheses, I have my brackets. All I do is put in my negative infinity and my 3. And now we're looking at something in interval notation. From my number line to my interval notation. X is greater than 21. All right, so if X is greater than 21, we know 21 is the number that we're gonna focus on. And because of this symbol, we have to open that circle. Everything greater than 21 is in this direction. So that's why I shade or I draw my arrow to indicate that direction. Since I'm not stopping, I know that that's a positive infinity. All right, remember, positive infinity never stops in this direction. Negative infinity never stops in the other direction. So X is greater than 21. Open circle on the 21, greater than in that direction, positive infinity because I don't stop. And just as I stated before, once you have the number line, the easiest thing to do is to go ahead and put your parentheses and brackets on top of it, because in that way we know that you can't get it wrong, right? So that's an open circle. Open circles use parentheses. Open circles use parentheses. Infinity, we can't close infinity, so that's going to also use parentheses. Let me correct it. There we go, parentheses. And once again, those are the 2 numbers that goes back inside. 21 here, infinity there. And there's your interval notation on the top, number line on the bottom. Now let's look at some compounded inequalities. -5 is less than or equal to X is less than or equal to 7. This is basically letting us know that X is in between -5 and +7. All right, so to write this down on the number line, these are the 2 numbers that we must write. We have to write down -5, and we also have to write down +7. Now, this one closes the circle. This one closes the circle again. And this lets us know that we're in between, so I get to connect them. The compound inequality here, the number line here. Once again, on top of the number line is where you want to start doing your interval notations, just to ensure that you're using the correct symbols and your numbers are falling in the correct place. So the dots, remember, dots use brackets, closed dots use your brackets. There they go. And those are the two numbers, so these are the two numbers. Interval notation, number line. X is less than 5, or X is greater than or equal to 9. These are done separately. I have X is less than 5. So 5 is my first number. Because of that symbol, I know it's an open circle. Now remember, everything less than 5 has to go in that direction. I go in that direction and I don't stop. Therefore, I put my negative infinity. Over here, X is greater than or equal to 9. That means I must write my 9 there, but because of this symbol, I have to close my dot. But everything greater than or equal to 9 is in that direction. And I don't stop. So that is a positive infinity. Your inequalities are on the top. Your number line is now on the bottom. All right, so interval notation. Open circles use parentheses. Infinity use parentheses. And I put this one here, negative infinity, and that one here. Let me correct that so you can read it. So there it is. Interval notation, number line. This one is a closed one, so that uses a bracket. Infinity uses a parentheses, 9 to infinity. 9 to infinity. Interval notation, number line. Interval notation is at the top, the number line is at the bottom. You can find my YouTube channel by searching BJ Jeffries. It'll give you a whole list of things here, and it is right there. This picture is for mine right there. I have all my lessons there. If you need any help, try to refer to some of those videos.